Hi, my name's Terry. I've been a psychologist in private practice for 29 years. Back when I was in graduate school doing my master's program, I did an internship with adults that had life-threatening illnesses, and I learned something from that. Although I had a lot of respect and admiration for traditional counseling, I discovered that quite often it's like watching paint dry, and people don't always have that much time. So I took on hypnotherapy. I learned how to speak directly to the subconscious mind and affect change more quickly and more lastingly. Fast forward to after I got my doctorate, I came in touch with another system, one that's been in place for thousands of years, and it blew me out of the water. It's something I consider to be depth psychology at an experiential level. Allow me to introduce you to this model that's called the Inca Chacana, or the Inca medicine wheel. As in all indigenous cultures, medicine wheels are circular in nature and they go around the wheel. This one starts in the south because it's from the southern hemisphere. And so each direction has a symbol, an archetype that represents the psychology of that particular direction and the tasks and skills that are needed to be learned in order to move on to the next direction. So let's start with the south. In the direction of the south, the archetype or the symbolic representation of the work that's to be done in the south is Sachamama, Great Serpent. The psychology of the south is all about shedding and healing our past the way a snake sheds its skin. So it no longer informs us on a subconscious level or on a cellular level. It's also the place of dealing with unresolved griefs and woundings of a lifetime so that we can heal those. And the reason is that our past, informing us subconsciously, comes forward and gets overlaid into the present moment whenever a situation occurs, so that we're not truly in the present. So the task of the South is to learn how to eliminate the past affecting us. Then we can move around to the West, and the archetype of the West, the symbol of the West, is Otorango, Mother Sister Jaguar. The jaguar moves through the jungle at night, and it has no fear. It has no enemies. That's why that symbol was chosen for the West. In the West, we learn how to go beyond our fears, including the fear of death, and we learn how to not have any enemies. We also learn in the West how to step into our own power. And in so doing, we can transform all of those generational dysfunctions in our own lifetime from our family of origin. In other words, we learn how to leave Osage County. So once we've cleared out our past and we've cleared out our fears, that frees us up to be in the present moment so we can now move around to the north. And in the north, the archetype or the symbol of the north is the hummingbird. The hummingbird was chosen for a couple of reasons. The hummingbird keeps its wings back all the time so it can keep its heart open, which symbolizes not only keeping the heart open, but also taking what's considered to be the seemingly impossible journey. Every year, the hummingbird goes thousands of miles to come up to the mountains so it can drink deeply from the nectar of life by all the wildflowers that are up there. So it symbolizes connecting with the wisdom of our ancestors. It's also the direction in which, now that we've gotten rid of our attachments to our past stories and our fears, we can step into creating what it is we want in our reality in this present moment. And in stepping into that, we can manifest what it is we so desire. It's dreaming our world into being. And now, once in the north we've learned how to dream our world into being, then we can step into the east. The east is represented by the symbol of the eagle and the condor, which symbolizes seeing things from a much higher perspective, raising our consciousness. And now that we've known how to dream our own world into being, we can now, from a higher perspective, start dreaming the world into being. We can learn how to be an earth keeper. Hatun Kuntu, great eagle condor. And once we've done all of that, then we turn into the center, the portal, the core of our being. And from that place, we can source things that are outside of time. We can step into the energy of creation. So in short, if we take this model and we have a situation come up in our lives, and it throws us off balance. We can step into ourselves, we can close our eyes, and we can think, what is it out of my past that I'm bringing forward that's unhealed, that's getting in the way of my perception here? And what are my fears? What is it that I want to create in this situation so I can dream my own world into being and manifest the reality I want? And what can I do with that to heal the world? That's the model of the Inca Chicana. It's transformative. Thank you for listening, and blessings to you.